You know, one of the questions we ask all of our folks who sit down in the office, or if we're doing a virtual strategy session, is tell us about your ideal retirement. We say we want you to live your best life in retirement. What does that look like? What does that mean to you? And we get that question and we've heard it. We've heard it a million different answers, and they're all fascinating. It's one of the things I love best about my job. By the way, if we haven't met yet, I'm Darren Villardo, the founder of Tekton Wealth Advisors, and I hope we get the chance to talk sometime soon. But I want to share with you today why that question is so important. Tell me what your ideal retirement looks like. What would living your best life in retirement look like or mean to you? And I want to share a few answers that we get. By the way, one answer that we never hear, one answer that we never get is, I want to make sure that I have, several $1 million in my brokerage account when I die. That's just not a thing, right? So we have to change our mindset around, I want to make sure that I, get to the end and have the same amount of money I started with in retirement. No one says that. It's not a thing. Let's get that out of our heads. I know it's hard, but I want to share with you some things that we hear again and again and again. Number one is, I want to make sure I get to take that trip that I've been thinking about, dreaming about my whole life, when I either didn't have the money or didn't have the time. And now that I'm retired, I have both. By the way, you see people walking on the beach. We're in beautiful, sunny, white sand, Destin, Florida. A little vacation, but I want to demonstrate that living your best life doesn't always start the day you retire as well. That's one of our ethos is, don't wait, time is finite. We see often that, clients pass or they get sick, or a spouse passes, and you don't get the chance to do those things. Number two, the second most thing I hear is that I want to spend more time with children and grandchildren making memories. Notice I didn't say, I want to make sure that I leave $100,000 to all my grandkids. I want to make memories. I want to be a part of their life. I want them to know me and know my story, and I want to know them and help shape them and maybe impart some of the wisdom that I've generated during my lifetime to those kids as well. And number three, and this is where it gets deep, right? This is where you get the tissues out in the office sometimes. What are some dreams that you've given up on? What are some things that you've always wanted to do, but maybe you haven't even shared with your spouse because you pushed them down so far because you just thought they were not possible? Hey, let's get those dreams out. Let's reconfigure your plan. Let's talk about how we can turn those things that you've given up on into not just a possibility, but a reality for you in your retirement. Whew, it's a lot to handle today, right? Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, at Tekton Wealth Advisors, we believe you deserve to live a life that's filled with joy and fun and purpose, a life you love. We believe that you deserve to spend money because you've earned it and it's time. And we believe you deserve to know that you're going to be okay no matter what happens with the economy, global politics, etc., no matter what. Thank you so much. God bless.